So decided to do a part two about the news because the video was getting too long and nobody wants to sit there and watch my face for a whole longer 30 minutes or so. So this part is more about the celeb news. So we're gonna go on. The first news is about unfortunately sad news, the death of Chadwick Boseman. If you don't know who Chadwick Boseman is the guy, rest in peace, the American actor that brought us Wakanda for Life in the Black Panther movie. So it was reported that he passed away on the 28th of August from colon cancer that he was fighting for 4 years. Chadwick Aaron Boseman was only 42 years old when he passed. So the report have said that he's had it for a while and he's even tried to conceal it from the best that he could, see going on through his life and filming, and but sadly that got the best of him. He left no children. He left his parents and two brothers, Kevin and Derek, and also his wife, Taylor Simon. They've been dating since 2015. They got engaged in October 2019 and they got married in secret, according to his family, a few months ago before his death. Now, we know him for Black Panther, of course, that came out in 2018, 21 Bridges in 2019, Da 5 Blood in 2020, and his last movie, which will be released on Netflix, is called My Renee's Black Button. So it's very sad. It's a young black talented man that we've lost to cancer, and very unexpected news as well. For some reason, it hit me hard. I don't know the man. I don't know him personally, but he seems to be a good guy all around, and I haven't felt this sad about a public figure death since maybe the death of Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson. So this one is a loss for the black community for sure. So another celeb news, that would be Nene Leakes of Real Housewives of Atlanta is off the show for good. She was into talks with the Bravo team and Andy Cohen for some time. The negotiation didn't quite work out. Allegedly, they're saying she was asking for more money. She was asking to be paid, she was asking to have a set check for the whole season, and they wanted to pay her per appearance, per episode. So she didn't want to agree to that. Conversation didn't work out. Well, they gave her the deuces. Okay, so she also had to close her boutiques down because of the Rona. And the good thing about the whole situation, I hope it really works out for her. She's got a new show coming out on TBS, which is called Celebrity Show Off. So we see how that one works out for her. But she'll be missed on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I don't think there'll really be a Real Housewives of Atlanta without her. But the show must go on. So another celebrity news will be the fact that Garcelle Beauvais is now a co-host on The Real. I don't know how many co-hosts The Real has. I don't really watch the show. I catch it here and there on YouTube, or when something goes on, like a scandal or something, just trying to see what happens. But I like Garcelle Beauvais. She seems to be, she gives good vibes, and she seems to be drama-free and just living her best life. I stopped watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills like a while ago, since Lisa Vanderpump left. But when I heard that Garcelle Beauvais was going to be on the show, then I started to watch just to see how she behaved on the show, because she's the only black woman on that show with serious money, like rich honey. To see how that works and how she interacts with the other cast member. I think she was introduced as a good friend of Denise Richards. So far she's been holding her own pretty well on the show, and I think she'll do great on The Real. I think it's the right fit not just for her but also for the show, replacing Amanda Seales because Amanda was just too real for the real. Okay, so the next one will be Brandy Granville is set to come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not quite sure how that worked out, but she's been working for that place for quite some time, spreading rumors and stuff and getting drunk and well, makes no difference to me. I'm not really a fan of Brandy Granville, but oh well, it is what it is. And the last point would be Medina Islam. Okay, I didn't know anything about Medina Islam. I didn't know who he was. Still, I saw him on the show Marriage Hip Hop Boot Camp. So-called he was dating Phaedra Parks. I don't know if that's a real relationship either. The verdict is still out on that one. So we're going to find out sooner or later. I thought he conducted himself very well on the show. From the show, I said, okay, I like this character and I like what he was about. Until a few days ago, Claudia Jordan came out with some news saying that was an ex-boyfriend that had, I think, a 9-month relationship, and he was very abusive to her. Not just, I think he was also violent. So finally, she ended the relationship, and then she was just giving a full explanation on it on a show. She has a show on Fox. I think it's called Queen with Cocktails, something like that. But I'll link it down below in the description box so you can see what I'm talking about if you're interested in the details. So when I heard that, I started to look at Medina with a sad eye. So like this, I'm squinting to see what's happening. Not quite sure what to believe at this point because she brought receipt and he also brought receipt. He came out and he denied that wasn't true, and he put some messages out there between the two and all that. So at this point, the verdict is still out. We don't want to say that what Jordan is saying is not true, and we don't want to say as well that Medina as well is just guilty. But we have to see how the whole story plays out first before we decide who's been telling what and who's been telling what not. So we found out later, but it's just a shame that it's just okay, another one. And where there is smoke, there is no. Where there is smoke, I mean, you know what I mean. There's no fire without smoke, basically. And also, his brother came out and said that this whole story that he gave on a marriage boot camp about his mama trying to sell his brother for money, trying to sell his brother for some change to go get some drug, is not true. So basically, saying Medina lied about the whole story. I don't know what to believe at this point in Medina Islam. If I was Phaedra, I put this relationship on break just to see clearly what's going on because she has 2 boys to think about. So I don't know at this point, or maybe she ain't worried because it's not a real relationship. So we find out, I guess. So that was it for this week today. Let me know what you think about this video. If you haven't caught the part 1 for this news, please, you can also catch it. I'll leave the link in the description below. I'll let you know what you think. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to like, comment, and share the video so other people can enjoy it too. And if you're new, and if you've been rocking with me from the beginning with this channel, well, I appreciate you. I thank you. Alright? So till next time, turtles. Bye.